Alright, hi guys, my name is Robbie of the McFly variety, and welcome back to Appletown. It wasn't long ago that we redid all of our sewage here, but I found some things. So in the things I found here, I did some research into our activated sludge process tank, and I'm pretty sure I got this in the correct order. But I found out that this item is actually created by someone who is affiliated with Colossal Order. They actually helped design the buildings for like the rest of the game, and they designed this. They wanted something more for their own gameplay. They put it out there, but their opinions and their work is not an affiliation of Colossal Order. They just simply made this in their free time, which I think is so cool. Like, goes to work, works on a video game, comes home, works on a video game. Like, you're living the high life there, bud. But it came with this whole pack of buildings, right? So we start with administration and laboratory, which is what the actual office building would be. So that's why I have it up here front. This is just a water pumping service. Words. And then in reading the stuff about this one, this building handles the pre-treatment of sewage, removing larger object and equalizing the flow before it moves on. Pre-treatment. That's what I read. So I'm thinking this one's first. This one adds oxygen to it so it can kind of help speed up stuff. This one then actually takes stuff off of the top. And then this one handles... maybe it's the other way around? We're just gonna say it's in the correct order, and maybe I'll do some research on that later. Either way, I think this looks pretty nice. I was able to get some nice straight lines with this. I might actually, real quick, come in here with a fence, and we can kind of talk a little bit about what we're gonna do today. One of the things I see here, well, of course, this was one of the first things we did. This was a goal of mine to have done. If I remember correctly, I know I wanted to get some of the other highway stuff taken care of. So we're going to look into further. No, come on. You can do it. Let's just go there. We're going to look into designing this new exit right here. And maybe think about trying to build an exit here. We'll see what happens. But this one I think is definitely on our plate for today. And I think that's good for our fence. Let's take it in here and over here. Alright. So I think this is really nice as a sewage processing facility. It's off of the industrial space here, but it's not in the middle of it. It doesn't create serious traffic either, which I think is definitely a nice feature. A lot of this is going to get... That just needs to be sized down so bad, but thankfully it's not creating terrible traffic or anything. Let's go ahead and put the slope on here. But I think that's going to be a good place for us to work today. It's going to be this exit right here. I don't think there's really any other choice besides just to kind of get into it. Now, we did spend a nice big chunk of money here, $200,000 on this. On our new sewage facility. It just looks so much better. It looks like a real sewage facility. I've already spent $200,000 on that, so I want to be logical about what we do here exactly, right? And I think that's going to be a matter of some stuff that I think I may have cut out of the last episode. We're going to just kind of get building a little bit of what I was thinking and see how it goes from there. The idea is that I don't really want to put so much emphasis on like putting a exit road here that comes over. Like, I'd rather people have to come down and go around if they're trying to get on the highway from this side, or maybe even, in fact, actually that was actually more the idea, come here and then take it. So with that, let's go ahead and let's square some of this stuff off. We'll take this in here, that right there. And some of this is probably going to be subject to change, because I mean, I feel like a car could get under there decently fine, right? And then the idea would be they turn into, or I guess we could just do, I don't know how long I want that to be. That's pretty short for what it is, to be fair. So let's say that. Take this up in size. 2 should be good. Alright. And then just keep, I guess, just keep doing this. What can we... Maybe take that in there? Oh, that didn't even connect right there. There we go. It's an interesting little neighborhood piece. I'm not gonna put too much effort into this because I really don't see it being any kind of permanent. In fact, that road right there might get taken out. See, like, this is just kind of like a placeholder kind of deal. That sits kind of well above the water, so it might be fine. And then the idea here being, if we take something like this, maybe turn it into a 4-lane right here. Why? I guess that kind of makes sense. Let's see if we can turn off collision and see what happens. I'd like to try to keep buildings if we can. Turn collision back on. Okay. That's some interesting. Yeah, that's just interesting. Let's say, let's grab some asymmetrical roads here. Like, actually, this one would probably be perfect for this. Yeah. Interesting. I'm kind of contemplating that now, because that doesn't exactly, like, just scream well thought out, you know? And maybe I could even, along with having, like, maybe just have the one that comes off here, but what if I had a loop out, and maybe I could refigure this to kind of coming out here, which would make more sense. Well, no, it wouldn't make more sense with that. Oh man, that makes that. The thought that goes into all this. If it's not there, you're really gonna just end up building nonsense. And maybe that's something I should have done too, was actually like think a little bit more about what I want to do here, why I want to do it the way I'm thinking. Do that, and then we'll come in with that. So let's just kind of run with this right now. For right now, maybe it could work out, be the kind of interesting thing that makes this more fun to play with. And heck, you know, nothing is permanent. I'm gonna move it all eventually at some point because of some kind of upgrade, or you know, whatever it may actually be. There's so many chances for so many different things. Let me know what you guys think of this. Definitely interested to see a point of view outside of my own eyes. Maybe there's something I'm completely missing. Okay, I got a little bit more excited about it. And I got a few more of these roads placed down the way I really would like them to get placed. But all our lines are taken care of real quick. I knew, I just didn't want to put that in the video. Bore you guys with a bunch of line work. But, stretch. There we go. We have all of that handled now. I do think I want them going straight. Let me think about this real quick. We have the yield there. We don't need to do any kind of yields there or anything. Let's go ahead and put a yield on here and here. And there. I think that's a good idea. Trying to decide if I'm still okay with them doing that. How about instead we do something like this? If you need to get that way, just go out that way. And then that makes sense for, maybe we'll even make this turn like that, or go straight like that instead of turning into traffic. And we'll even get, they already have the yield. Good. What happens if I hit play on it? Okay, literally no one is using it just yet. I wonder if there's like expected use. Hey, literally as I start talking, people start using it. It looks like it's gonna help. Oh, where are you going? Huh? Why'd you? Okay, so let's go ahead and say no. Say that and that. That just makes sense to me, and we'll have them go straight to. And in doing that, I don't want turning traffic, so we'll do that. Get rid of the sidewalks there, give these guys freedom to move forward, and go ahead and throw down some lines. I use 0.1 on both of these. I feel like it looks the best. Y'all be the judge of that. I really don't think you can be the judge of it. It just blends in so nicely. Hopefully that'll stop them from turning in just to. Nope, that's not stopping anybody. It'll be okay. They'll work themselves out. That's probably just needs to be worked out in general. Ooh, another one. Stretch. Cool. Alright. Now, I really thought that I was going to do a lot more to this. But I really think that that's just enough. Like, that's really all I needed was to just kind of give this more of a backbone that it could rely on. Okay. Oh, and then also give it its last direction, of course. Are you gonna also... I don't understand why you guys do this. Are you only able... Let's say switch lanes. Are you allowed to switch lanes there? And can you switch lanes here? I don't understand what they're doing. Why they're doing it that way. So I'm looking at this, and I'm trying to decide how am I going to add a exit to this road, but I don't think I want an exit on this road. Like, the point of this road was to be a backbone connection across the highway. So what I really need is maybe to turn this into something that feeds out this way, because otherwise how am I feeding off in this direction? And by putting an exit out here, one, that's far enough. Like, that's actually a decent distance before it hits this. And two, well, that's actually pretty tall, ain't it? But two, then I can like have that be like a backbone of an arterial or collector kind of thing going on. Arterial. It really should be on arterial, shouldn't it? And I can even have that feed, like when I can kind of redesign this to feed through. So we're say something like this. Now, that'll have to be a little bit more played with. And we can probably... Let me just pause this before I do this part. Give that a connection. Bring her in. Bring that in. And then take this out. Is it? There it is. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I'm okay with it. I think. I don't know if I'm okay with that. Let's take this down. And see what doing some sloping will handle. Cause, whoo boy. That was an interesting accident. Say I take this through here. And those are kind of tall, but I do have a lot of room here to run either way, really. Over here is more flat, so it's more capable of being carved out. Here would be more of a climb. So let's say this. Free cursor mode. I'm going to blow her up about... I think that's good. And we'll do that again. Now, how do I brace a backbone on this? And what I'm thinking here is that if this is kind of a technically, like, other people would say that I need to do this alternating, like one on this side, one on this side. I just don't know if that's really plausible in this situation. So we're gonna take this off, put this straight in. Take this off and put this straight in, right? Oh, straight in. There you go. All right, we'll take this off and this off, this off and this off. And from somewhere in here. Oh. Take this out. We can slope all that out here in a little bit. Lord knows it's all gonna need it. Alright. Now I know this doesn't look that pretty. Like, you're not gonna you're not gonna hear me trying to defend it. But it is a necessary evil in a way to look this bad first. Let's go ahead and take this down. Take that down. That's crazier than expected. Part of me is wondering if I'm even gonna need to go even bigger with this. Oh. She do be insane. And let's say that to that. What does that look like? More reasonable. There you go. Alright, and cool. We may be able to just run with this. Let's say I put on the asymmetrical highway ramps. Can you allow me to? There we go. Turn that back around. There we go. Cool. And final it up with some cleaning up of the oh boy. There we go. I think we'll take this down to twosies, and because I just kind of need this to give myself some. There we go. That just alleviates some of the stress for me in how I work in this space. She a cliff, but like that's a pretty reasonable slope. So I'm going to start by putting down lane markings because I find that they're very helpful when it comes to deciding the exact angle in which I handle the shifting and stuff. I can kind of demonstrate that here in a second. I think I want it that way. And then when I come into here and I say shift blue, there we go. And it just looks cleaner. It makes a little bit more sense in how it works. Before I finish that up and do a little bit of a jump to, let's say we're only having the one out, right? So if we upgrade, how do I want to go about doing this? One out. Well, no, I feel like we can get a better road than that in general. So let's take a look over here, maybe? Here we go. Without parking. Put the one with parking there. Then, if we put a 3 and 3 in the middle, I think we'll be golden. Where's my 3 and 3 without parking? There. Oop, and bridge. Right. We take this, turn off our crossings there, turn off our crossings here. Why are you angry? Did I not give you the bridge that I promised you? There we go. Okay. And now I can do a whole bunch of lane markings. Okay, and we have, I think, all of our lane markings here, and nothing is showing any kind of signs that it's going to act weird when we get back into gameplay. It definitely stands out more than this one. I think I'm okay with it. Let's do something like this and kind of bring our trees a little bit further in, and then I think adding yield signs right here will not, for now, will work. But I was thinking of with parking. I went without parking. Is this the one without parking? Yeah. I'm thinking on the ground having avenue there, and we may even go as far. Kind of makes its way across. It makes sense. And we have the industrial to build this back. No, I kind of don't want to build it back. Now do we have this with bike lanes? We need trees and bike lanes. This one's bike lanes. This one's also bike lanes, but it's not trees. I'm a little surprised I don't exactly know where my trees and bike lanes are. But I think this is a good... I don't like that. Where did I just click? There we go. Let's see how this one reacts. Alright, I definitely think this one did a little bit better than our other one. Let's see how much that's picked up. Yeah, they're using that exit pretty consistently, which, thank goodness. It was the only thing that was missing from over here. But I wonder if that's helped die down traffic anywhere else, really. Actually thinking about it, I don't think there was that much traffic here in the first place. Like, this always has a little bit of backup, but this is also a giant industrial space. Like, I feel like you kind of have to expect that at that point, right? Maybe we could look into connecting this up this direction. That goes straight through a mountain. So at what point do I say put a tunnel through a mountain? Where's the road? There's the road. That could be interesting. I wonder what height that is. Level terrain. Let's go here and then see what happens if I... down. Interesting. Could also just bring this, and that could make sense for what's already built. I think we'll do that instead, because this just doesn't feel like the kind of town you put a bunch of like tunnels into. And then a bit of sloping. Let's say from here to here. Yeah. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and go grab our tree road here. And this is kind of preparing for the idea that we're going to have a nice big suburb out here in the future. I'd like to prepare for that now. Bring this. Just go ahead and get her connected on out. And kind of just thinking about how I'm going to continue this grid here. There we go. I don't mind that. Yep, that's even better. Now I'm kind of like, you know, I've kind of created this space here that I can specifically do something with. It does really like having this entry and exit here. And what does traffic look like that? Oh, 85% still. If this is the worst spot we got, and it's because of forest industry, which still hate that as a spot for forest industry, considering there's no forest anyway. There we go. That's pretty simple.